So to get started, we are going to root down to the ground. So give yourself a little shuffle. Just allow the shoulders to relax. Maybe take a bit of movement, shake it off. And then settle into your seated position. So just maybe lowering or closing the eyes, whichever feels best for you. And we're going to come to the breath, just breathing nice and softly in through the nose and out through the nose. Just taking a moment to see how this feels. Do you feel quite still, or are you wanting to wiggle about a little bit? Is the mind finding it easy to focus, or is it all off in different directions? There's no good, there's no bad, it's just, where am I? What is the energy today? And as we turn the awareness inwards, seeing if we can slow the breath. And then maybe seeing if we want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you blow the breath out through the mouth, just extending that exhale. Really pushing every last bit of breath out. And then taking one more of those beautiful breaths in. Blow it out. And then you can keep the eyes lowered or closed. Just cup the knees with the hands. We're going to start to take the body in circles. And as we do, just rooting the sitting bones down to the ground. So we're keeping connection with the earth. But we're starting to feel some energy in the body. Maybe you're wiggling the shoulders, rolling the head. And taking it round in the other direction. Lovely. Fabulous. Just taking your time. And then slowly bringing it back to center. You might uncross the legs, give them a little shake, and then just recross them in the other direction. Finding that lovely long spine. You can take the fingertips to the earth. Slide the shoulders down the back. Going to inhale, lift the arms up high. As you exhale, bend the elbows, spread the fingers. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale all the way down and touch the ground. We're going to take that through again. Inhaling up. Exhale, bend the elbows, spread the fingers. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, yawn it down. And just flow through that now with your own breath. And you might even just close the eyes. Zone into the shoulders. And see how that all feels. As you pull the elbows down, see if you can squeeze the shoulder blades together as if you were going to hold a pen in between them. And then flow through the movement again. Lovely big squeeze. Perfect. Just keep it going for a few more, starting to feel that heat, that energy in the body. Fabulous. Let's take it through one more time. Really spreading into the fingers, pushing the palms out. And then when you bring it down, shake it off. Feel that nice bit of heat we've created. And then we're going to swing it round to our tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And just connect with the earth, hands really spread, fingertips touching the floor. Push the fronts of the feet into the ground a little. And let's inhale, lift the head and the chest, point the sitting bones. Exhale, round the back, push the spine to the sky. Inhale, take it up. And as you exhale, take it round. Inhale, taking it up. And exhale, rounding. Just flowing once again, following your breath for a few moments. And you might even just freestyle from side to side. Maybe pulling the sitting bones back as you round. Getting in touch with the body, see how that all feels. Perfect. Lovely. Then bringing it to center when you're ready. Let's tuck the toes under and push up to a downward facing dog when you're ready. And then we're going to pedal out the legs. Nice and slowly, take your time. Wonderful. Perfect. And then bring it to stillness. So pulling both heels towards the earth. Sitting bones are pulling up high, but hands and feet are spread into the floor. Fabulous. You might have a little play with taking the right foot, stepping it behind the left, and just seeing how that feels on that left leg. Might help open, might help just feel a little bit more sensation. And taking it over to the other side. So stepping the left foot behind the right and notice if there's a little difference. Lovely. Bring both feet back down. Take a lovely big breath there. And then walk the hands towards the feet and come to a nice forward fold. Hanging the head, maybe bringing the hands to the elbows. A little rock from side to side. Nodding the head. Lovely. And then just put a little bend in the knees. We're going to inhale, roll up to standing when you're ready. Shoulders back and down. Take a moment here. Tune back in with the breath and then see if maybe you want to shake it out. Just really shake the body, shake the legs. Lovely. We're going to come to wide legs, so maybe facing the long edge of the mat, toes pointing forward. Lovely. We're going to turn the feet ever so slightly out. Bring the hands together at the heart. Let's get a little bit of energy in that lower body now. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, just going to bend the right knee, lean it over. And inhale that to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the right side. So just keeping that flow of breath and movement. Bending one knee, inhaling it to center, bending the next one. Keeping that body tall, maybe starting to feel the engagement of the belly and the pelvic floor. Fabulous. If you wanted an extra bit of energy here, you might take the arms out. Pull the shoulder blades together. Make it quite dynamic. Wonderful. Lovely. Take one more on both sides. And then bring it back to center. Let's take the hands behind us, interlace the fingers and gently pull the hands back and down. Just unlocking the elbows slightly. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to start to fold forward. Now you might just go a couple of inches, or you might go all the way down. Anywhere in between is fine. Let the head be heavy. Take a couple of breaths here. And then when you're ready, a little bend in the knees. We're going to inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, release the arms. Lovely. Little shake, little shuffle. And then we're going to bring the feet in line with each other again. So all of the toes are pointing to the long edge of the mat. And then we're going to turn the right foot to face the short edge. Bend that right knee. So we're coming into warrior two position. Hands can be on the hips, together at the heart, or they might come out into our full warrior two. See what feels good for you. Really root the feet into the earth, get that real grounding sense, but lifting the body. Perfect, wonderful. Few more breaths, just gazing over the right fingertips. Wonderful. When you're ready, you're going to bend that right arm and take it down to the right thigh. And then we're going to take the left fingertips all the way over for a lovely side angle. If that's too much on the shoulder, you can always take the hand to the shoulder instead. Open up that side of the body as we root into the floor. Perfect. Let's inhale, take it all the way up, straighten the legs. Then we're going to keep the arms lifted, turn those right toes in, and then let's swap it over so the left foot now points to the short edge. We're going to bend that left knee, come into warrior two on the other side. Nice long breaths. Relax the shoulders, the face, the forehead. Perfect. Let's bend that left arm, take it down to the left thigh and reach over the head. Get that lovely side angle. Great for when you've been sitting down at a desk as well, to open the ribs and the belly. Steady breaths. Fabulous. Lovely. Let's inhale, take it all the way up, straighten in to that front leg. Turn the toes back to the front, and then let's release. Release the arms, shake it off. Get rid of any tension. Fabulous. And then we're going to nice and slowly heel toe your way back in. Really feel the feet on the floor until you can bring the feet together. Give the legs a little squeeze, maybe even the glutes a little squeeze. Bring the hands together at the heart. Let's take a moment in mountain posture. Spreading the feet, feeling the ground underneath you. And then we're going to move it into a tree posture. So you might lift the right foot off the floor, place it on the ankle, opening the knee. You could pop it on the calf muscle, or you might bring it up to the thigh. Just be careful we're not leaning on the knee joint. And root down. Let's see how that full moon's affecting our balance. Wonderful. Lovely, steady breaths. Just taking a moment. Really check in. And then when you're ready, softly releasing that foot to the ground. Bring it back to center. Do give the legs a little shuffle off. And then take that onto the other side. So again, it might be that nice little low tree, or bringing it all the way up, anywhere in between. Bringing the hands together. Lovely. Are we more balanced on one side than the other? And with balance, it really is about balancing the mind. So if we're unbalanced, we might feel a little bit out of sync. And also balancing the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang. Wonderful. Perfect. Take a lovely long breath there. And then release down nice and gently. Take the feet a little wider than the hips, and let's just take some nice hip circles. Swing that lower body around. Take it around in the other direction. Get our hula hoop going. Lovely. And then full body shake out and make your way to the top of the mat. So we've got some space behind us. Lovely. I'm going to inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, fold it down. And give a little head nod, a little wiggle. Plant the hands on the floor, step it back to your downward facing dog. And just pushing the heart towards the thighs, pulling the heels towards the floor. Just noticing what feels good, what feels stable, maybe what feels tight. Let's take 3 more breaths here in your own time. Lovely. When you've taken those 3 breaths, you're going to bring the knees down to the ground. Flatten out the toes if that's okay, and then bring yourself to a kneeling position. If kneeling doesn't suit you, do feel free to come to the sitting bones. It's entirely up to your body. Wherever we are, we want to find that lift. Shoulders back and down. Fabulous. So just like we did earlier, we're going to take the arms behind us and interlace the fingers. Gently pull back and down. A little bit of softness in the elbows. Lovely. Keep the belly engaged so it's not sort of just flopping out, we're not curving the back. We're keeping a nice tall body. Then going to bend the elbows and bring those hands round to the right hand side. And they might come all the way around, they might be sort of halfway in between. Pull the elbows towards each other. Perfect. And then take the right ear down to the right shoulder. Lovely. Just breathing it there for a moment. How does that feel? And this is wonderful for tension created by desk work. Lovely. Couple more breaths there. Keep pulling those elbows together. Find that sweet spot where it's challenging but not painful. Wonderful. Bringing the head back to center. Take the hands behind, give yourself a lovely little open pull. And then let's take it over to the left side. So again, tucking the hands in, pulling the elbows towards each other. And then left ear over to the left shoulder whenever you're ready. Nice, steady breaths. Fabulous. Lovely long breaths. You might even just close your eyes here. Perfect. Bringing the head back to center. Let's take those hands back for one more time. Little pull, maybe even a look up to the sky, and then release the arms. Ooh, give them a shake. Little wiggle, and then we're going to slide onto the sitting bones if you haven't already, and just take the legs out a little wider, give them a nice shape, maybe roll the ankles, particularly if you did kneel all the way through that, just get the blood flowing back. Nice tall body. Let's inhale, take the arms up. As you exhale, fold it forward and down, and then just let the body come to wherever it needs to be. Just letting the head go heavy, so the whole of the back can relax. Perfect. And we're going to gently walk the hands over to the right leg. Fold the body over. Lovely. Gently breathing now. And then paddle those hands all the way back over to the center and then over to the left leg. So we can take a nice fold on the other side. Fabulous. Take your time. Lovely. Bring the hands back to centre when you're ready. Inhaling, let's roll it all the way back up again. And then give the legs a little hand to come in. And then we're going to come to the top of the mat. We're going to roll down. Give you a little option depending on your spring energy. So you could roll down nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, or you could lift the knees and let yourself roll back, maybe even rolling up and back and up, and then eventually just coming down, working your way to the ground. Giving those knees a lovely little hug in when you get there. A little rock from side to side, round in circles. Fabulous. Little squeeze. Lovely. I'm going to bring the feet to the ground. Keep the knees pointed to the sky. We're just going to ease into the hips a little bit. So we hold a lot of tension, particularly when we've been sat down a lot. So we're going to lift the right foot up and place it onto the left thigh. Let that right knee just relax to the side. So hopefully you might feel a little bit of sensation in that right hip. If that doesn't feel like much or it's just not working for you, you might take the hands behind the left thigh and pull in. You can just increase the sensation there. See how you feel. Lovely long breaths. Seeing if you can consciously relax those hips as you feel the back on the ground. You feel rooted, feel safe. Fabulous. Let's slowly let the left foot come down and then unwind that right foot, bring it down to the ground. And you might feel like just taking a swish from side to side with the knees. Just moving into that hip space. And bringing it back to centre, replanting the feet, and we're going to take that onto the other side. The left foot comes onto the right thigh. Taking a moment there, seeing how that feels. It might feel very different on both sides. And then if it feels good, maybe taking the hands around that right thigh, pulling in. Finding that sweet spot. Lovely long breath, soften the face, the shoulders. Fabulous. Then slowly, just releasing everything. Feet back to the earth. And then again, just sweeping the knees from side to side. Little release of tension there. Perfect. And then coming back into centre, planting the feet down. Let the arms be softly by the sides. See if we can pull the shoulder blades together so that the heart is really facing up to the sky. I'm going to come into a bridge posture if this feels comfy, but just be mindful of that sort of lower back area. So taking a lovely long inhale. As you exhale, just starting to peel the bottom and the hips off the floor, pulling the back up, maybe coming as high as onto the shoulders. If you prefer to just rest halfway, that's fine. Just find where you need to be. If we're fully lifted, you might take the hands under the back, interlace the fingers. See how that feels. I'm going to take 3 more breaths, but do remember you can come down at any point. Listen to your body. When you've taken those 3 breaths, unwinding the hands and then lowering the back down all the way to the earth. Take a moment there, feel that lovely long